dissection box which consists of different kinds of material. This is about the, yes, this is forceps, and these are usually called as here, this is called scalpel. Understand, children? So these are the different kinds of material that are available. It is also called a knife here. So according to the practical, first we have to wash this sheep heart or goat heart. Okay, so please come here, we can wash it with the help of this scalpel or this knife. So we are going to dissect these. Now you can see the external structure first. This is the external features. It is covered by layers, 2 layers. Those 2 layers are called pericardial layers. Okay, in the pericardial layers we have pericardial fluid which gives production to the heart. So anterior side it is very wide, posterior side is very narrow. So before dissecting, here we have to remove these layers. Before dissecting, the layers must be removed, otherwise it won't be very clear. Understood, children? So that's why we are removing the here we and check that while you are removing the layers here, whether the blood vessels will be clear or not. Okay? So we removed it. Got it, children? You can see these are the blood vessels very clear. Then what? Now these are the grooves. Can you observe the grooves here? These are the grooves. These grooves will divide the heart into 4 chambers total. Okay, the grooves will divide the heart into 4 chambers. Heart is muscular in nature. To the walls of the heart, the blood is supplied by the help of the coronary vessels. Coronary vessels. Is it clear to you? Yes. So then what we have to do? We have to go for the longitudinal section, dissection. So by the help of this scalpel or blade, so we are going to cut this heart. So why we have to remove the blood before conducting the experiment here? Because we have to, in this way we have to cut the chambers of the heart. Is it clear? So now when you divide or when you cut longitudinally, you can see, children, please come close. This upper chamber is called left side. Now all these are the different types of blood vessels which are attached here. Okay. So when you dissect it, you can observe the chambers very clearly. Now the chambers are linked with each other by the help of the veins, valves, VALVES. And right auricle, right ventricle are smaller than left auricle and left ventricle. Is it clear? Yes. So total, from the left side you can see, left side. From the left side, from the right side of this right auricle, so this is called superior vena cava, and below here it is inferior vena cava. So the superior and inferior veins will collect the deoxygenated blood, and here you can see this is systemic aorta, which distributes blood to different parts of the body from the heart. The left auricle and left ventricle always receive the oxygenated blood, especially from lungs. Then who will supply blood from lungs to this left auricle? That is pulmonary artery. Then who will take the deoxygenated blood? Which will take the deoxygenated blood from heart to lungs? That is that is right ventricle. From the right ventricle, deoxygenated blood is supplied to lungs by the help of pulmonary vein. Actually, arteries must carry the pure blood, veins must carry the impure blood. But here there is a small exception. From the right ventricle, pulmonary artery takes the impure blood to the lungs. And from the lungs, the pure blood will be taken by pulmonary veins into the left heart. Clear? This is about the demonstration. They will allow the blood to flow only in one direction. They will allow the blood to flow only one direction. These valves are held in position. Total how many valves are there in the heart? 4 valves are there. So if you want to observe the blood vessels clearly, better to stump these toothpicks. By that way you can observe it very clearly. You can use it. Okay? There. These valves are held in position by the help of a connective tissue called